just wanted to share some reflections on my first half term here at Patchway Community School as head teacher. I've been really impressed by the vast majority of students and teaching that's been going on, and I've really enjoyed getting to know the children and the staff at Patchway. Obviously, you won't be surprised that we feel that there needs to be some changes. Some of those changes will take a little bit of planning, and we'll be sending out some further information in Term 6 about future changes. However, there are a couple of changes that we think we can make really quickly that we think will have a real benefit on learning and on progress and on success of the young people. The first one is rewards. We have a reward system in place at the moment, but I think as far as I'm concerned, and as far as most staff are concerned, there's too few rewards being given out. So we're going to change that system, and you can expect to receive and see lots more reward points and prizes being given out moving forward. Mrs Butler, who is leading on this work, will produce a video and a briefing paper for you and send that to parents and to students so that you're aware of what's coming in Term 6 and beyond. So you can expect to see lots of rewards for your fantastic learning that you're doing in classroom. The second one has come to our attention in that I've worked in and with a lot of schools and a couple of schools who have been some of the most successful schools in the country, where they really make sure that young people get the best outcomes in all aspects, so academic outcomes, but also confidence, esteem, working as part of a team, etc. And those schools really are categorised by utilising every single second of learning. There's no wasted time. And I feel at the moment at Patchway there's a little bit of wasted time in between lessons and at the end of break time and lunchtime. And that's because students are moving slightly too slowly to their lessons. So we're going to try and make some changes to encourage students to move quickly to lessons. So after break and after lunch there's a movement bell, a warning bell that sounds. That needs to be a movement bell. When that first bell sounds, students need to move towards their lessons at that time. When students are moving around the school, they need to move with pace and purpose. Now, that doesn't mean we need to run and rush, but that we move with pace and purpose. We're going to a lesson, we're going to a venue, and we keep left and keep moving. And that's important because our corridors are quite narrow here at Patchway. So for health and safety, we need to keep moving and move with pace and purpose. That's really important. The reason we're doing that is because we care so much. We want you to be in lessons, we want you to be learning, and we want you to be achieving success. So that's why we're doing that. Now, I think the vast majority of you, already do that. Those that don't will respond really positively to that. I've every confidence. For those that don't, we're going to have to put some detentions in place. So if you're late once in a day, you'll receive a 10-minute detention at the end of the day. If you're late twice, that'll become 20 minutes, 3 times 30 minutes. We think if you're late more than 3 times in a day, then maybe you're doing that deliberately, and therefore that will change from an after-school detention into a day in internal suspension, because that's kind of deliberate. If you fail to show up for those detentions after school, and you'll receive communication home to parents, and you'll be told about them in tutor time and during the day. If you fail to show up for detention, you'll have one final chance to catch up, and that'll be detention with myself every Friday after school. Now, if you fail to come to that one, that will lead to a day in internal suspension. We don't want to have students in detention or internal suspension. We want you in lessons on time. So please, move with pace and purpose, move on that first bell, and get to lessons promptly. You have, on this site, I reckon 4 or 5 minutes is a time it takes to move between the furthest 2 points. We're going to allow you initially 7 minutes to move quickly. To help you, we're going to restrict access to your lockers between periods 1 and 2 and between periods 3 and 4, so that you're not delayed by going to your lockers. So make sure you've got everything you need for those lessons. And together we'll make sure that we're utilising every single lesson, every single second, to get the best outcomes and improve the life chances of every young person. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for your positive response to this.